Welcome to A Court of Fairies and Fangirls. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is a Sarah J. Maas fan podcast where we are obsessed with her books and can't stop thinking about it or talking about it. So we figured, why not record us thinking and talking about it? So
we're going to break down chapters, go through each book separately, go into character analysis and any thoughts or kind of theories that we have about books, characters, plots, etc.
And maybe play some fun games along the way.
Exactly.
So welcome and enjoy.
All right, welcome to our mini-sode.
Mini-sode.
Full of spoilers and fun games and activities.
Yes, and it's another game night tonight.
Yes, but so if you, this book, or this spoiler is only for really book one, so.
Yeah, so what we're going to do tonight, and I surprised Sarah with this, is a creature battle bracket.
Yes.
So I've created a bracket of all of the creatures in the very first book of ACOTAR. And so we're going to focus on just A Court of Thorns and Roses creatures and see who is the ultimate creature winner. I don't know. Champion? Creature champion?
Am I judging like who's the worst? Who would kill the other creature?
Yeah, this is a battle bracket.
Ah, so it's like who would win in a fight.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
That's what we're going to decide today.
Okay.
So this was, some of these initial matches seem too good to be true, but I promise you, I randomized this. I put it in a randomizer and I let it do its magic, and this is what came out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to like visually walk you through the bracket as we go.
Gotcha.
Round one, we have the Naga versus the Surreal.
Okay. And the Naga are the creatures of like death and shadow,
yes,
right?
They're actually the ones that appeared right as Feyre caught the cereal, or right after Feyre caught the cereal.
Gotcha. Okay, I feel like I'm going to pick the Naga because the Sorial was petrified of them.
He was, but was he petrified of them because he was trapped? Or he did bolt very quickly,
yeah,
though.
I think the Naga would win. That's who I'm going with.
I agree.
Okay.
The Naga it is. Our round one very first winners are the Naga.
What was their seed?
Oh, well, I mean, I just, like, ordered them.
Okay, I gotcha.
I don't actually know how, like, seeds work. So I listed out the creatures, and I numbered them, like...
1 through 8.
1 through 8, just in the order I thought of them.
Yep.
And then I used the randomizer to, like, grab 2 and put them in the first. So
because I thought you said you seeded them, and I was like, that's impressive. Because usually, like, the first seed's usually, like, the one's expected to win.
I know.
Whereas, like, A seed is, like...
I misspoke. I don't know how to actually seed. I just randomized it.
Got you. Okay.
And I did think about it, though. I know the idea of seeding, and I was like, but then I was like, how do I decide who's strongest versus least strongest without assuming I know who's going to win?
True. Gotcha.
Because honestly, when you do March Madness brackets with those seeds, it's really easy to be like, oh, they're ranked 10 and they're ranked 3, so I think 3 is going to win. But it's like, no, it's this unique combination of the two of them, and it's like, ooh.
Right.
Anyway, okay. So we're still in this first round, but the second battle. You have High Fae versus the Puka.
And this is High Fae, not High Lords, correct? This is just
well, I feel like High Fae is the creature.
Okay.
High Lord is like a specialty within that. So I would say like High Fae
in generally.
Who do still have powers.
Right.
Who do still like have a bunch of stuff in that way and are still big fighters. Versus the Puka, who was the one that changed shape to their deepest desires to lure them.
Gotcha.
And then
would eat them. I lean probably towards the High Fae, I think.
Why?
I feel like they're a little smarter than Feyre was.
Yeah.
Just a little. So I feel like they would not be lured nearly as easily into the Puka's grasp.
I agree. I think I would go with that same logic. All right, so we've got High Fae winning that battle.
Okay.
All right, battle number 3. We're still on round 1. We have, I didn't say this, we have 8 groups of creatures.
Gotcha.
So we're starting with 4 games in round 1, and then it moves to 2 games in round 2 to the final one in round 3.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now that I set that context late, Battle 3 in round 1. We have the bog versus the adder.
Okay. And the bog that's the one that's not real until you like
acknowledge it or see it. It doesn't take form.
What does it do to you? I can't remember once you see it.
That's a great question.
Because I'm trying to remember. Like,
let's go to ACOTAR Wiki.
Oh yeah, our reference.
To see, because I remembered it's what we just said is you can't, it doesn't become real until you acknowledge it.
Right.
It does say, it says that it is a species of lesser fairy that resides all over Prythian. It has the power, no. That's not right. Let's see. The appearance is unknown. It's sadistic and cruel, tricking its victims into acknowledging it so it can kill and eat them.
Gotcha. So more eating. Gotcha.
More eating.
Okay.
Versus the adder, which, let's just to be fair, give a similar description for the adder. So it's said... So the adder is also a cruel and vindictive fairy who delights in torturing victims. So he's not as much of an eater.
Yeah.
But he's much more of a torturer.
Gotcha.
And we don't know what the bog looks like, but we do know the adder has like wings.
It's creepy looking.
Fangs. Yeah. Like definitely so creepy that like that voice like stuck with Feyre.
Right.
But also the bog, do you remember it was like, I'll eat you. You'll be in my... Like, it was in her mind, too, which was creepy.
I think you can go first for this one.
Oh, gosh. Okay. For the bog versus the adder, who would win in a... They're battling.
Battle Royale.
I feel like in order... for the adder to actually battle the bog, it has to acknowledge that it exists.
That's true.
It has to,
yeah,
right?
because how else is it?
Because how else do you battle it?
Right.
So, and it has to be looking for it, because how else? Because otherwise the bog's just chilling there. So in a battle, it has to acknowledge the bog.
Yeah.
And so if it has to acknowledge the bog, then the bog is real.
Right.
In whatever terrifying menace it is. This is hard.
It's a very interesting matchup.
Right. Well, because we don't know what the bog looks like when it is seen.
Right.
Ooh. I feel like the bog is very conniving, if this makes sense. It's like, I think what I'm trying to say is I think the bog is smarter than the adder.
I agree with that. I think
the
so
bog
too.
could outsmart the adder.
I think so.
So it's like if they're both corporeal and they're both terrifying creatures, I think at that point it would be the one that could outsmart them. Because I'm imagining the bog to be like... Similar-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't have wings.
But something like that.
Like
some
that.
Grotesque creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like they'll be comparable in strength. So then it comes down to smarts. And so I think that would make the bog win.
I can see that. I will agree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The bog carries on. Okay. This next one made me laugh. So, Battle 4 in round 1, which I think we can get this one fairly easily. Maybe. It's humans versus the Middengard worm.
Oh, gosh. Well...
But Feyre beat it!
Yeah, but Feyre is not all humans. Are we talking like...
she's a human.
She is a human. But picture Nesta or Elaine with the Middengard worm. They'd have been done.
Maybe, but it's really... But the only evidence we have of a battle...
Yeah.
...is with the human winning. I don't know.
I lean very much for the Middengard worm on this one.
But Feyre beat it!
But Feyre is like the one human that could. You think of her dad, you think of everyone.
Well, okay, but what she has is fighting skills.
Yeah.
And hunting skills. In this world, like a lot of people had to do that to survive.
Right.
So I wonder if it's like split, where it's like the hunters could do well, but like the prissy homebodies would fail epically.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So
I could go 50-50.
It's a hard one. But the Middengard worm is blind. Like,
true.
You know, even someone like Nesta might be able to outsmart it.
Maybe. I'll give you humans
Could
on
the
this
human
one.
be the Cinderella story of this bracket? I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you the Cinderella story on this one.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna make it to second bracket.
Yeah, they definitely will not make
but
it to
we'll
second
give humans
bracket.
the win over the Midgard.
The only reason why I say that is because
Feyre won.
The proof of Feyre, it's hard to, like, speculate when we have hard evidence in front of us.
Very true.
You know? Okay. All right, round 1 is complete.
Okay.
The people who have, or the creatures that have advanced are the Naga, High Fae, the Bog, and humans. Okay. So battle 1 of round 2. We have the Naga versus the Bog. And the Naga also are like darkness and night. Like, I remember that about them too. And I think, okay, the Naga also seemed to travel in packs.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like the Bog is very much a solo creature.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I wonder if that would impact a battle between the two of them.
I think I would still pick the Naga over the Bog.
Yeah? Why?
I don't know. I mean, I just think of, like, when they were one-off fighting, like, Farah and Tamlin, like, when it was just one-on-one. Like, they were still really skilled.
Yeah.
And they can move quickly. They're smart. And I feel like they wouldn't acknowledge the Bog. I feel like they're smarter than the ACOTAR is. So I feel like
they could outsmart
the Bog's tricks. Yeah. So that's my...
I agree. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. Naga have advanced.
Yes.
High Fae versus humans.
I feel like that one's a little easy.
High
Fae.
know.
I just think of all the times that Farah thought she was outsmarting the High Fae.
I know.
And failed.
Yeah, and then it's also like the only reason why humans survived the war is because some Fae chose to help it. Like, that's it. That's it. So it's like humans had a small Cinderella story moment with the Midgard worm, but ultimately demised by the High Fae. All right. Championship round.
Woo whoop, woo woo.
We have the Naga versus High Fae. So we know Tamlin does come in and defeat the Naga, but
we're not doing High Lord.
But he's a High Lord,
right?
So it's like, did he beat them when he's at, like, full High Lord capacity, or is it, like, at a regular High Fae capacity? And I think it might be at a High Lord capacity.
Because even when he, like, Lucian was never going out there going to kill these things, and he was a High Fae. Tamlin would go out because he still had more powers than Lucian,
right?
Even with, like, his diminished High Fae-ness or High Lordness.
Okay, but like, if Lucian said he couldn't defeat the Bog,
right?
But we had the Naga defeating the Bog. Could a High Fae defeat the Naga? It's this weird triangle, maybe, that we're creating. Which it's like rock paper scissors is kind of like what. So it's like, if High Fae win here, we've created a rock paper scissors triangle.
Exactly. I feel like the High Fae have the potential to beat the Naga.
Yeah. I
mean, I think obviously Naga could kill High Fae, but I do think High Fae would probably win.
Yeah. Like, if we weigh it out, like, the Naga travel in packs. Right. I think the High Fae also wouldn't be by themselves.
Right.
Most often. So we kind of have teamwork going on either side. We definitely have magic going on either side. But, and you know what? I think I did read in it that the Naga are technically, like,
Lesser Fae.
Lesser Fae.
Yeah.
Or no, I read the Bog was Lesser Fae. Let's look up the Naga. Let's see. So the Naga... No, it just says that they're a species of fairies that enjoy torturing and eating mortals. Many of the dark legends about fairies and mortals have been inspired by the Naga. That makes sense.
I think the High Fae would win. If it was like a
Let me reread the Naga appearance.
Okay.
So it says, the Naga are fairies with a male humanoid body and serpentine features. They're covered completely in dark scales and have powerful arms with polished black talons. Its huge almond-shaped eyes are amber in color, and their teeth are razor sharp, and their tongue is silver and forked. So, like, that's creepy.
Yes.
Let's let's read what it says about just high fae and their physical appearance. If it'll give it to me. No, high fae is too prominent that it won't just give me like a basic physical appearance. But high fae do have, it says high fae are stronger and more powerful than the average fairies.
Right.
And they may possess unique abilities that vary with their level of power, such as winnowing or a trait received at birth. So it's like, it almost feels like Naga have like the brute, like they're smart, but they're very strong on like this brute strength side.
Right.
Whereas the high fae are also smart, but they're more maybe strong on the like strategic side.
Yeah. I'd give them strategy over the Naga.
Yeah, because the Naga just kind of like came running at her.
Right.
But we did just say we think the Naga was smarter than the bog. Why do we think the Naga is smarter than the bog? We just have the vibe.
Just have a vibe, yeah. I don't know. I'd go high fae.
High fae.
High fae.
I agree.
And we have our victor.
Which, honestly...
Right. They're not really a victor, I guess. They're
our creature battle champion.
Yes.
Which, honestly, it makes sense.
Yes.
Because they rule the lands.
Right.
But part of me, my initial reaction was between all of these, I thought, like, the adder would get much further than it did.
That's what I thought, too.
Like, on a gut reaction.
When, like, you started analyzing the bog versus the adder, I was like, huh. I don't think I would have thought that. I would have just been like, adder.
Right.
And then it would have, like, gone on from there. But when you broke it down, I was like, no, that makes sense. I could see the adder losing to the bog. So.
All right. So, high fae are champions. Congratulations to the high fae out there. No,
if anyone else decides to bracket, let us know who your victors are.
Yes, we'll try, and we're still figuring out social media. So we'll try and post this on social media so that you guys could maybe also fill out the bracket. Ooh, we could vote.
Yes.
We could do like Instagram stories voting.
Yes.
And see what everyone else thinks.
Yes, we'll all come up with a bracket together.
I love that idea. Okay, we need to tell our marketing people that. That's a good one. Bookmark that one in our brains. Okay, well, hopefully we'll see you guys in Instagram stories or something. We'll figure it out. But we hope you guys enjoyed this mini-sode.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to A Court of Fairies and Fangirls, a Sarah J. Maas fan podcast. Please rate, review, and subscribe. And let us know what you think. Jump in on the conversation. We look forward to chatting with you more next week. Bye-bye.